Hey guys, it's 2026 Songbird Ranch. We got our first clutch out. I wanted to go through how we're going to try to identify the snakes. We've got 5 genes at work here, and we've got some genes that are pretty obvious, like pinstripe. Lesser is usually pretty easy to pick out. And then we've got a couple more subtle ones like vanilla, and sometimes with Inchy and pastel. It can be a little tricky getting these things figured out. So basically what I've done is I've taken a list here. We've got 8 snakes in our first clutch, listed the genes, and I'll look at each snake and look at each individual gene and see how I feel if it's in there or not. Sometimes I still don't know, and I've got to go look at pictures like on Morph Market with the filters and stuff and do a lot of comparison. Usually with these lower end genes, it's not worth sending off the shed tests. So you kind of have to do it by eye. I mean, if it's something really nice that I want to hold back, then I can hold it back and prove it out with breeding. So let's get a shot here of our snakes that we produced. We've got 8 in there. We'll go ahead and start with this guy. Let's take a simple one. So technically, we're not even looking at 5 genes. We're looking at 6 because this looks like a normal to me. So I'm looking, the only thing that this could possibly be other than a normal is a vanilla. So the head's not very faded. I do see some blushing here on the sides. But the giveaway is the belly. See how it's got a black checkered kind of belly there? Vanillas have a white belly. So my first snake is a normal. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in a bin up here, and we'll fill out a card here, and we'll just write normal, and later I'll go through and pop these and see what sex they are. So that'll go in its spot. Every snake gets a number. When you start to get a little bit bigger, it's easy to mix things up. So you got to keep meticulous records. I've mixed things up a lot in my snake career and life in general. All right, we're going with another one. Let's try one with a little more challenge here. How about this guy? Let's take a look here. Okay. So the first gene I'm going to look at is lesser. Let's see if I think there's lesser in this snake. Now, lessers in a lot of combos tend to throw a stripe down the back. They're a lot more yellow. And they have this black fading. So I would say lesser is in this snake. So we're going to go ahead and tick that box yes. Okay, now we're going with Inchy. So Inchy is a brighter snake that takes the alien heads, takes the eyes off of them and kind of stretches them a little bit. And I do not see any eyes on either side of that alien head. It's got a nice white clean belly. So I'm going to say Inchy is in here. I can rule out pinstripe. That's an easy one. Pastel. That could get tricky. Man, this could have pastel in it. That's a question. Because the lesser could be washing out some of the orange. Like pastels when they're young are usually really bright yellow with some orange. So, kind of hard to say. I'm going to have to look online to make my final determination. But if I had to guess right now, I would say it's not in there. And what's got the head faded is the vanilla. That'd be my guess. So I'm going to say no to pastel and yes to vanilla. All right. So that's kind of how we're going to go through these and be meticulous. The ones that I have kind of a question mark about, I'll review photos to figure out. And we'll go from there. Let's get one more shot of the snakes that are still left in this bin here so people can see what we produced. We got 2 pinstripes out of the bunch. I don't know how. It looks like we probably got... I don't think that is normal though. Now that I'm looking at it, that may be inchy. We'll have to look at it close. That's sick looking. Look at that. That's probably got the pastel in it. I'll have to look at it. 2 pinstripes, and this looks like it might be a normal. And this one may be a lesser. What do they call that? The kingpin. All right, guys. Like and subscribe.